Alright, so this is a basic hole in your drywall. You know, instead of replacing the whole piece or leaving it like that, what we do is you measure the hole. So we got 4 inches. So the piece of drywall we're going to fix this with will be 6 inches. You leave an inch on each side, or you can leave a ½ inch, whatever you prefer. The spackle is going to keep it in there. And then we have 2.5, so we'll go 3.5. We can keep a ½ inch at the top, and we'll go an inch on each side. And I'll show you what I mean about that. We're going to make a piece bigger, but we're going to cut the paper in the back. It's called a blowout patch. And so I actually need about 5.5 inches. See, a little bit on each side. We'll leave for the paper, and then we're going to do, say, 4 inches. So we got 5.5, which is this way. 5, 4. Okay, we don't have to do anything fancy and use a T-square or anything, because I'll show you, it doesn't have to be perfect. And you have to take this cut all the way down anyway. Okay, so I'm going to take that off, the piece that we're using. Alright, so now you have your patch. As you see, it's big. So what we want to do is square it up. What we want to do is make a couple marks where you're going to cut. So what you want to do is you want this part, the drywall, the gypsum to go in the hole, and the paper to lay on the outside so we can spackle it. So we're going to do here, here, and then this way. Just do it as close to the sides as you can, and then you should be able to get it. What you do is you cut the back of the drywall. So these marks actually have to transfer to the back. What I could have did is back like that. That's what I should do, just to make sure. Because you want the gypsum to go inside. So you just put a little slice in the paper. Remark that because I want to take that off. And what you do is you just peel the gypsum off and leave the front paper. And that's going to lay out on here, and that's where our spackle is going to catch. Just a snap. You got to be a little careful with it. Once you get it started, it'll come right off. And now we have our patch. See how this fits in there? And that'll stay out there. And once the spackle gets on it, which I'm going to show you in a minute, it'll blend right into the piece, and you won't see anything after a couple hits of spackle. All right, as we showed you, we have the blowout patch ready to go in. It fits. I showed you how to make that. And now we're going to put the spackle on there so this sticks. What you want to do is put a little spackle on the back of this so the weight holds it in. And then you spackle around this so the paper sticks. You can put a lot of spackle because you're going to take it back off for the first hit. You want to make sure everything's covered. Now we'll put the patch in. Like so. And then you take the excess off. Now we'll have to let that dry before we come with a bigger knife and go over the whole thing. What you want to do is put the pressure on the edges of the spackle so it takes it off up here and around the edges. So everything is flat. Now our next spackle will cover everything. It may need a third hit. We'll see how it looks after the second. And that's your easy fix for a hole in your spackle.